Hi, I'm Madonna Guy. I've been a naturopath and kinesiologist and massage therapist for nearly 30 years, around 28 and a half, something like that. But there's been one of the things that I've been so impressed with people telling me their stories about ear problems. So everything from when we've got painful ears, what we can do is sort of really get that redox signaling molecules and put it all the way around the ears because that whole area is inflamed. So even though we think of it inside the ears, there's a whole bunch of reflexology points the entire way around the ear as well. So even if people are just having an issue with things like noise being too sensitive to them, we can be doing this on a daily basis and starting to improve the ability for our body to actually cope with noise, which is just amazing. So if your little kids or if you wake up in the middle of the night, you can actually rub the gel all the way in and around the ear. There's nowhere on your body that you can't use this gel because it's native. Because it is native to the body, it is exactly what the body should be creating when we have a health issue, that we can use it everywhere. If you've got a dropper, you can actually drop the redox signaling molecules directly into the ear. So it's always a good idea to make sure you've got a dropper bottle. You can use the spray if someone is just trying to improve their hearing and it's sort of a long-term project. You can use that over the ears and just do that several times throughout the day. You really want to be doing that 3 times in 5 minutes, morning and night as an absolute minimum. But the gel, the Renew 28, actually has twice as many redox signaling molecules per mil that the liquid does. But the liquid, I just have the liquid in here because it's a convenient way of doing it. But we've got to remember that when we are losing hearing, we are actually losing brain cells. So that's part of why we lose our hearing. So it's not just a physical issue, it is a brain issue. So from that perspective, once again, the thing that I love about the redox signaling molecules is that there is no lock and key for our redox signaling molecules. They are so itsy bitsy teeny weeny. They are 100 times smaller than a nanoparticle. So they cross the blood-brain barrier as they build up in our body. Every time we put it in our mouth, when we are taking our dose, this is half the dose. So this is like a 30 ml, but we want to be taking at least the 60 mils twice a day. So a bottle lasts about a week. That's the minimum amount we need to start affecting change with long-term issues. Twice that amount is what's been proven to affect many of our genes as anti-inflammatory, boosting immunity and all sorts of things. So when we take our redox signaling molecules, we pop them in our mouth, we swish them around for at least 10 seconds, and that actually activates a whole bunch of our genetic capacity. And because there's reflex points all around the teeth and all around the mouth, we're affecting many other things in the body. And it sort of works with an effect that just sort of goes from this cell to this cell to this cell as we build them up in our body. So you can really help people's ear infections and pain in the ears, as well as long-term, thinking, let's improve that hearing by making an effort to affect that area. But once again, because it is a brain thing, you could also use the redox signaling molecules around the neck. You can use the gel all the way around the neck to improve the blood supply going up into the brain. Because if your hearing is starting to disappear, there's a brain component to that as well. Talk to you again soon. Another one coming up.